If you are over 60, please listen carefully. That can of soup in your pantry right now could be the reason you feel weak, tired, and unable to get out of your chair without groaning. Today, I'll reveal 5 common canned foods that are secretly destroying your muscles, and 2 surprising ones that can actually save them. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to tell you could mean the difference between staying strong and independent, or slowly losing your freedom. So, let's begin this journey together. And before I reveal the hidden dangers, may I kindly ask you something with full respect? Please subscribe to our channel, Golden Wisdom, where we share powerful science-backed knowledge to help you live longer, healthier, and more independent lives after 60. By subscribing, you're not just joining a channel, you're joining a family of seniors who support one another, learn together, and inspire each other. Also, don't forget to like this video if you find it valuable, share it with a friend or family member who might benefit, and leave us a comment below. I'd love to hear your age, where you're watching from, and your personal experience with canned foods. Do you eat them often? Do you think they affect your strength or energy? Your comments matter because they guide our Golden Wisdom family and show us the real struggles seniors face. Now, let's talk about the first canned culprit: pasta meals, ravioli, spaghetti, macaroni in a can. These foods may look harmless, they may taste comforting, but inside that can is a ticking time bomb for your muscles. The first problem is sodium. A single can of ravioli can contain up to 1,800 milligrams of sodium. That's 3/4 of the maximum amount you should eat in a whole day, all in one meal. When you dump that much sodium into your body, your system panics. To dilute the sodium in your blood, your body sucks water out of every available source, including your muscles. Imagine your muscles as balloons filled with water. Sodium comes in, and suddenly your body is poking holes in those balloons to drain the water out. That leaves your muscles shriveled and weak for hours. You may notice it as feeling sluggish, your legs heavy, your hands unsteady. Over time, this constant drain makes your muscles less responsive, less coordinated, and more likely to fail you when you need them most. But sodium is just the beginning. These pasta meals are filled with phosphate additives, often listed as sodium phosphate, potassium phosphate, or calcium phosphate. On the surface, it looks like harmless chemistry, but inside your body, phosphates wreak havoc. They bind to calcium, making it impossible for your muscles to absorb this vital mineral. Without calcium, your muscles cannot contract properly. Think about trying to drive a car without fuel. Every step, every lift, every grip requires calcium. And when your body can't get enough, your movements become harder, slower, and weaker. But it doesn't stop there. High phosphate levels trick your body into releasing parathyroid hormone, which begins pulling calcium out of your bones and muscles just to keep your blood levels stable. That means you're not only missing out on new calcium, you're losing the calcium you already had stored. Your bones weaken, your muscles weaken, and your body literally consumes itself to survive. And the cherry on top? Those phosphates cause vascular calcification. That means instead of calcium going into your muscles and bones, it starts building up in your arteries. Your blood vessels become stiff, blood flow decreases, and your muscles get less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and slower waste removal. No wonder seniors who eat these foods regularly experience weakness, poor balance, and faster muscle decline. And as if sodium and phosphates weren't enough, the sauce inside these canned pasta meals often hides another danger: high fructose corn syrup. This ingredient is not just sugar, it is muscle poison. When you consume high fructose corn syrup, it triggers a process called glycation. Glycation is like rust forming on your muscles. It attaches to your muscle proteins, stiffens them, and makes them non-functional. Once this damage happens, it cannot be undone. Those proteins must be broken down and replaced. But here's the problem. After 60, your body is slower at replacing them. So if you constantly feed yourself glycation-causing sugars, the damage happens faster than your body can repair. Your muscles become stiff, fragile, and weak. You might feel it when you try to bend down, lift groceries, or simply walk across the room. Suddenly, things that once felt easy become exhausting. Now let's move to the second canned danger: creamy soups. Many seniors love opening a can of chowder, cream of mushroom, or cream of chicken soup. It feels like comfort, especially on a cold day. But these cans carry hidden enemies. The sodium content is high, yes, but the real danger lies in the chemical linings of the cans themselves. For decades, cans were lined with BPA. Some companies now label their cans BPA-free. But here's the shocking truth. The replacements used in place of BPA are often just as harmful. These chemicals act as endocrine disruptors. That means they interfere with your hormones. And for seniors, hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone are essential for keeping your muscles alive. When your hormones are disrupted, your muscle cells stop responding to protein. You might eat plenty of protein, chicken, beans, eggs, but your muscles don't grow from it. It's like pouring water on dry soil that's covered in plastic wrap. The water is there, but it never sinks in. The result? Despite eating enough, you still lose muscle. And the worst part is, you don't even realize why. Cream-based soups also often contain trans fats and stabilizers that prolong shelf life but shorten your health span. These fats inflame your muscles, keeping them in a constant state of low-level damage. Chronic inflammation doesn't just hurt your joints. It slows down your muscle repair and accelerates their breakdown. Over time, this inflammation makes you weaker, more fragile, and more dependent on others. What seemed like an innocent can of soup on a rainy day may actually be robbing you of your strength. The third can danger hides in processed meats. Corned beef, canned ham, Vienna sausages. At first glance, they seem like a quick way to get protein. After all, meat equals strength, right? Unfortunately, not when it's processed and preserved with chemicals. These canned meats are filled with nitrates and nitrites. When you eat them, these compounds turn into nitrosamines in your body. Nitrosamines are highly inflammatory. They attack your muscle tissue, keeping your body busy trying to repair instead of building. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to build a house while vandals keep tearing down the walls every night. You spend all your energy repairing damage and never get stronger. That's what happens when inflammation becomes chronic. Your muscles stay in survival mode, never in growth mode. And it's not just about strength. Studies show that seniors who eat processed meats regularly are more likely to experience falls, hospital visits, and a higher risk of chronic diseases. The protein may look good on the label, but inside your body, it's poisoned with chemicals that leave you weaker. My friends, these are only the first 3 of the 5 worst canned foods that seniors must avoid. Pasta meals, creamy soups, and processed meats may look innocent, may even taste comforting, but they are silently accelerating muscle loss, weakness, and dependence. The truth is, convenience always comes at a cost. But here's the good news. When you know the dangers, you can choose differently. And when you choose differently, you can protect your strength, your independence, and your future. In the second half of this message, I will reveal the remaining 2 worst canned foods that must be avoided. And finally, the 2 surprising canned superfoods that can actually protect and strengthen your muscles. One of them is packed with protein and omega-3s that fight inflammation. The other is a plant-based powerhouse that costs pennies but delivers strength, energy, and protection. Don't miss it, because these 2 foods could become your secret weapons in the fight against sarcopenia. But before we move to that, let me remind you with respect. Please subscribe to Golden Wisdom, like this video if it has opened your eyes, and share it with a friend who may still be trusting the wrong cans. And leave a comment. I'd love to know, do you eat canned soups, pasta, or meats? Do you think they may have affected your strength or energy? Your story matters, and it may even inspire someone else in our Golden Wisdom family to make a better choice today. If you are still with me, thank you for your patience, because what comes next may shock you even more. We've already uncovered 3 of the biggest canned food dangers: pasta meals, creamy soups, and processed meats. But there are still 2 more that quietly sit in pantries and cupboards across the world, foods that many seniors eat without a second thought. Foods that may be doing more harm than you realize. The 4th category is canned vegetables. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Vegetables are supposed to be healthy, right? And yes, fresh vegetables are some of the most powerful protectors of health. But the moment those vegetables are cooked at extremely high heat, packed into a can and soaked in salty brine, much of their value disappears. The amino acids that your muscles need, especially lysine, are destroyed during the canning process. Without lysine, your body struggles to repair and build muscle tissue. That means every bite of canned peas or carrots might fill your belly, but it doesn't fuel your strength. And then comes the sodium. To preserve these vegetables, companies often soak them in brine, leaving you with salt levels that bloat your body, strain your kidneys, and dehydrate your muscles. Some brands even add sugar to make them taste better. Sugar and salt together create a toxic storm for seniors. Instead of giving you energy, they weigh you down, raise your blood pressure, and leave your muscles weaker. Imagine two seniors sitting at the dinner table, one eating fresh or frozen vegetables, the other eating canned vegetables every day. The first stays strong, balanced, and steady. The second begins to lose strength without understanding why. This is not just theory, it's happening quietly in millions of homes. And now the fifth danger, canned fruit packed in syrup. Fruit is one of nature's greatest gifts, but when it's drowned in heavy syrup, it transforms from medicine to poison. That thick syrup is essentially sugar soup. When you eat it, your blood sugar skyrockets. Insulin surges through your body and glycation begins. Glycation, as I explained earlier, is like rust forming on your muscle proteins. It stiffens them, damages them, and makes them useless. Once that damage happens, it cannot be reversed. And because your body repairs slower after 60, the damage builds up faster than you can heal. Over time, you feel it in the small things. Climbing stairs becomes harder, bending down feels painful, and even walking across the room feels heavier. What's worse is that many seniors eat canned fruit thinking they are making a healthy choice. They believe it's giving them vitamins, when in reality, the vitamins are overshadowed by the massive sugar load. A peach swimming in syrup is no longer the fruit that nourishes your body. It's a sugar trap that weakens your muscles day after day. So let's pause for a moment. We've revealed the 5 worst canned foods that seniors must avoid at all costs. Pasta meals, creamy soups, processed meats, canned vegetables, and canned fruit and syrup. Each one looks harmless, even comforting, but together they are a recipe for weakness, frailty, and dependence. But I promised you hope, and here it is. 2 surprising canned foods that can actually fight muscle loss, protect your independence, and support healthy aging. The first is canned salmon, especially the kind that includes the soft bones. Canned salmon is a powerhouse. It delivers high-quality protein, which your muscles need every single day. But more importantly, it contains omega-3 fatty acids, powerful nutrients that fight inflammation in your muscles and joints. Inflammation is one of the hidden causes of weakness. It keeps your muscles constantly repairing instead of growing. Omega-3s calm that inflammation, giving your body a chance to strengthen. And then there's the calcium from the soft, edible bones. This calcium is highly absorbable, far more than the calcium in many supplements. It supports your bones, yes, but also your muscles because muscle contraction depends on calcium. Seniors in Japan, where fish consumption is common, have lower rates of sarcopenia and maintain independence longer. Canned salmon may not sound glamorous, but it can be one of your greatest allies in the fight to stay strong. The second is canned beans, when chosen carefully. Look for plain beans without added salt or sauces, and always rinse them before eating. Beans are packed with plant-based protein, fiber, potassium, and magnesium. Protein feeds your muscles, fiber stabilizes your blood sugar, potassium prevents painful cramps, and magnesium supports energy production in your muscle cells. Rinsing the beans removes most of the sodium, leaving you with a clean, nourishing food that is both affordable and accessible. A simple bowl of rinsed beans added to your salad or cooked with rice can be a senior's secret weapon for strength. Unlike the 5 dangerous cans, beans don't steal from your muscles, they restore them. So my friends, here's the truth that nobody tells you. The difference between staying independent or becoming dependent can be as simple as which cans you keep in your pantry. 5 types of cans steal your strength: pasta meals, creamy soups, processed meats, canned vegetables, and fruit and syrup. But 2 cans give it back: salmon and beans. The choice is yours, and the impact is enormous. Imagine 2 futures. In one, you keep eating the wrong cans. Slowly, you feel your steps become slower, your body weaker, your balance less steady. You need help to stand, to walk, to climb stairs. Your independence slips away, one meal at a time. In the other future, you make small but powerful changes. You stop relying on the dangerous cans. You choose salmon and beans instead. Day by day, you feel steadier, stronger, more confident. You can rise from your chair without groaning, walk outside with energy, and hug your loved ones with strength. That future is possible. That future is possible. That future is yours if you choose wisely today. My dear friends, thank you for listening with respect and patience. Please, if this message has opened your eyes, subscribe to Golden Wisdom. We are a family here, sharing the truths that can help us live longer, stronger, and more independent lives. Like this video if it has helped you, share it with someone you love, and leave a comment below. Tell us your age, where you're watching from, and your experience with canned foods. Do you trust them? Do you avoid them? Your story matters not just to me, but to everyone in our Golden Wisdom community. And remember this, every time you take a step, every time you rise from your chair, every time you hold the hand of someone you love, your muscles are there for you. Protect them, feed them, don't let the wrong foods steal them away. With wisdom, with care, and with the right choices, you can stay strong, independent, and full of life. That is the heart of Golden Wisdom.